What happens when a reality TV family already surrounded by controversy suddenly finds itself pulled into yet another wave of online backlash, all because of one emotional social media post? This week, fans of Jed Duggar noticed something unusual. After a period of relative silence online, Jed suddenly returned to Instagram with a heartfelt Mother's Day tribute dedicated to his wife, Katey Duggar. The post seemed simple enough: family photos, smiling moments, and a caption praising the beautiful mother of his children. To loyal supporters, it looked wholesome, a husband celebrating his wife on Mother's Day. But almost immediately, critics began asking questions. Why return to social media now? Why post such a carefully polished family tribute at this exact moment? And was the timing connected to the growing online controversy involving Jed's brother, Joseph Duggar? Across Reddit threads, fan pages, and reaction channels, internet discussions exploded overnight. Some viewers accused the Duggar family of once again trying to redirect public attention with carefully curated family content. Others argued critics were reading far too much into an innocent holiday post. But for longtime followers of the Duggar family, this isn't just about one Instagram upload. For years, every public appearance, every interview, every caption, and every family photo connected to 19 kids and counting has been heavily analyzed by both supporters and critics alike. And now, with new controversy surrounding Joseph Duggar spreading online, Jed's emotional tribute has suddenly become part of a much larger conversation about image control, public perception, and whether the Duggar family can ever truly escape the scandals tied to their name. Tonight, we're breaking down Jed Duggar's emotional Mother's Day tribute, the online reaction to Katey Duggar's appearance in the post, the controversy currently surrounding Joseph Duggar, why Duggar family social media activity is constantly scrutinized, and why even the smallest family update can instantly turn into internet drama. For years, the 19 kids and counting family built one of reality television's most recognizable brands. Led by Jim Bob Duggar and Michelle Duggar, the family became famous for their conservative values, massive household, and carefully controlled public image. Millions of viewers followed the family through television specials, interviews, books, and carefully curated social media updates. But over time, multiple scandals dramatically changed public perception of the Duggar name. What was once presented as a wholesome reality TV empire slowly became tied to controversy, criticism, and constant online scrutiny. Former fans began revisiting old interviews. Critics started analyzing the family's beliefs more closely, and internet investigators dug through years of public appearances, searching for signs that everything behind the scenes wasn't as perfect as it seemed. Today, nearly every post connected to the Duggar family sparks debate online. And this latest situation may be one of the clearest examples yet. Just as online discussions surrounding Joseph Duggar began spreading rapidly across social media platforms, Jed Duggar suddenly reappeared online with a polished Mother's Day tribute dedicated to his wife, Katey Duggar. The post itself looked emotional and family-focused. Photos showed smiling moments, affectionate captions, and the kind of wholesome image longtime Duggar supporters have come to expect. But critics immediately questioned the timing. Was it simply a husband celebrating Mother's Day? Or was it an attempt to redirect attention away from another wave of negative headlines surrounding the family? That question quickly fueled intense reactions online. Supporters defended the post, arguing that every family has the right to celebrate personal milestones without being dragged into internet drama. They accused critics of reading too deeply into an innocent tribute. But others weren't convinced. Some viewers claimed the carefully timed post felt strategic, appearing precisely when online conversations involving the Duggar family were once again gaining momentum. Others pointed out that the family has faced similar accusations before, with positive social media content appearing during periods of controversy. As reactions intensified, The divide between Duggar supporters and critics became impossible to ignore. On one side are loyal followers who believe the family is unfairly targeted by constant speculation and negativity. On the other are critics who argue the Duggar brand was built on carefully managed public relations from the very beginning, and that every public post now carries deeper meaning because of the family's history. And in today's internet culture, where every caption, photo, and upload is dissected in real time, even a simple Mother's Day tribute can suddenly become part of a much larger controversy. Just when many viewers thought the Duggar family had faded from the center of online attention, Jed Duggar suddenly returned to social media with a carefully crafted Mother's Day tribute that immediately sparked conversation. For longtime followers of the family, the timing stood out almost instantly. Before the post appeared, Jed had remained relatively quiet online for a noticeable stretch of time. That silence made his return feel more significant, especially in a media environment where every Duggar family update is heavily analyzed by supporters and critics alike. The post itself seemed simple on the surface. Jed shared a collection of polished family photographs featuring his wife Katey and their children in affectionate, picture-perfect moments. The images showed smiling family interactions, warm embraces, playful parenting scenes, and peaceful domestic snapshots designed to emphasize togetherness and stability. Visually, the tribute fit perfectly into the Duggar family's long-established public image: faith, family, tradition, and wholesome parenting. But it was the wording of the caption that drew the most attention. Jed described Katey as his beautiful wife and praised her dedication as a mother. He thanked her for the love and care she gives their children and emphasized how important she is to their growing family. The language felt deeply emotional and highly intentional. To supporters, the message appeared heartfelt and sincere. Many fans praised Jed for publicly honoring his wife and celebrating motherhood in a respectful way. Comment sections quickly filled with positive reactions from followers calling the post sweet, beautiful, and refreshing. Some viewers even argued that moments like this prove the Duggar family is trying to move forward and focus on their private lives instead of public controversy. But not everyone interpreted the post that way. Critics immediately began questioning the timing of the upload. Because Duggar-related scandals and rumors frequently dominate online discussion cycles, some internet commentators believed the tribute was more strategic than emotional. Within hours, speculation spread across Reddit discussions, YouTube commentary channels, and social media threads suggesting the post may have been intended to redirect attention away from growing conversations surrounding Joseph Duggar. Whether that theory is fair or not, it demonstrates how dramatically public perception of the Duggar family has changed over the years. At one point, a Mother's Day tribute like this might have passed quietly as a normal family update. But today, nearly every Duggar social media post becomes part of a larger debate about image management, branding, and public relations. And critics pointed to several details they believed reinforced that idea. The photography looked highly polished. The family presentation appeared carefully curated. The emotional wording felt deliberate, and the overall tone aligned perfectly with the family-centered branding the Duggars have spent years building online. To skeptical viewers, the tribute didn't feel spontaneous. It felt managed. Some even argued that the Duggar family understands exactly how emotional family content performs online, especially during moments of controversy. Supportive family imagery often generates positive engagement, shifts conversation tone, and encourages followers to focus on personal moments instead of negative headlines. Meanwhile, defenders of Jed pushed back hard against those accusations. They argued that posting a Mother's Day tribute on Mother's Day should not automatically be treated as suspicious. Supporters insisted critics were overanalyzing a normal family post simply because of the Duggar name attached to it. That divide created two completely different interpretations of the exact same upload. One side saw a loving husband publicly appreciating his wife. The other saw a carefully timed public image strategy. And that disagreement spread rapidly online. Reaction videos appeared within hours. Comment sections became heated. Reddit users dissected the wording line by line. Some viewers defended the family passionately, while others insisted the timing could not be ignored. In many ways, the reaction revealed something bigger than the post itself. It showed how the Duggar brand has evolved from reality television fame into a constant cycle of online scrutiny, where even ordinary family updates now generate controversy, speculation, and intense public debate. And once the internet started connecting Jed's post to the growing rumors surrounding Joseph Duggar, the discussion became even more explosive. As Jed's Mother's Day tribute continued spreading across social media, another Duggar-related topic was simultaneously gaining traction online, and this one carried a far darker tone. Across Reddit threads, YouTube commentary channels, TikTok discussions, and fan forums, rumors involving Joseph Duggar suddenly exploded into public conversation. Claims about possible legal trouble began circulating rapidly. But almost immediately, confusion followed. Some posts referenced alleged arrests. Others hinted at investigations. A few creators spoke as though major developments had already been confirmed, while other users pushed back, arguing that much of the information appeared unsupported or completely unverified. Within hours, the situation became a perfect example of how internet speculation can spiral faster than facts. YouTube commentary creators rushed to cover the rumors as audience interest surged. Reddit users dissected screenshots, timelines, and vague social media clues. Every silence, every deleted comment, and every missing detail became part of the conversation. And as more creators joined the discussion, the distinction between verified reporting and speculation became increasingly blurred. That uncertainty only intensified public fascination. Because the Duggar family already carries years of controversy tied to previous scandals, many online viewers were quick to assume the worst before any clear public confirmation existed. For some critics, the family's history created an atmosphere where new allegations immediately felt believable. For supporters, however, the growing speculation represented another example of internet audiences unfairly targeting the family without verified evidence. Either way, the controversy grew rapidly. One major factor driving the escalation was the Duggar family's silence. No immediate clarification appeared publicly. No direct statement addressed the rumors. And in the modern social media environment, silence often becomes part of the story itself. To critics, the lack of response looked suspicious. To defenders, refusing to engage with internet rumors seemed entirely reasonable. But online audiences rarely wait for certainty before forming opinions. As reactions intensified, the overlap between the Joseph Duggar speculation and Jed Duggar's carefully curated Mother's Day tribute became impossible for viewers to ignore. Some social media users questioned whether the family-focused post had been intentionally timed to redirect attention toward positive imagery. Others argued the timing was purely coincidental, a simple Mother's Day message posted during an already chaotic news cycle. Still, the contrast between the polished family celebration and the darker online controversy surrounding Joseph created a dramatic split in public perception. On one side, audiences saw smiling family photos, emotional captions, and carefully presented domestic happiness. On the other, internet discussions were dominated by rumors, speculation, and growing distrust surrounding the Duggar name itself. That collision between wholesome branding and scandal-driven speculation has become a recurring pattern surrounding the family for years. And once again, the internet reacted exactly as expected, with intense scrutiny, emotional debate, and non-stop speculation fueled as much by perception as by confirmed facts. Because in today's social media culture, public narratives often form long before verified information ever catches up. For years, the Duggar family built an empire around the idea of wholesome perfection. Viewers first discovered the family through carefully produced television specials that emphasized faith, discipline, traditional values, and family unity. What began as curiosity about an unusually large household eventually evolved into one of reality television's most recognizable brands. At their peak, the Duggars represented a very specific image to millions of viewers: stability, morality, and family structure. But over time, that image began to collapse. A series of public scandals dramatically changed how audiences viewed the family, and perhaps more importantly, changed how audiences interpreted everything the family said afterward. That shift in public perception completely transformed the way Duggar-related content is consumed online today. Years ago, a simple Duggar Instagram post might have been viewed as harmless family content. Now, nearly every post sparks analysis. Every caption is dissected. Every photograph is examined. And every public appearance becomes part of a larger internet conversation about image management, reputation, and damage control. Critics argue that the Duggar family became highly skilled at controlling public narratives through carefully timed messaging and curated social media branding. Supporters strongly disagree. Many fans believe the family is unfairly targeted by online communities that intentionally interpret innocent actions in the worst possible way. But regardless of which perspective viewers take, one reality is impossible to ignore. The Duggar name no longer exists in a neutral space online. The family's television legacy created enormous public familiarity, but the scandals that followed created enormous public distrust. That combination is exactly why even seemingly ordinary moments now generate controversy so quickly. A holiday tribute that might appear completely routine for another influencer family can instantly become headline material when attached to the Duggar brand. And that's exactly what happened with Jed Duggar Mother's Day post. To supporters, the message looked simple: a husband praising his wife and celebrating motherhood. But critics saw something very different. Some questioned the timing. Others accused the family of attempting to redirect attention away from growing online controversy surrounding other Duggar-related discussions. Still others argued that the polished family imagery felt overly calculated. Part of a larger effort to maintain the public-facing brand, the family spent years building on television. Whether those accusations are fair or unfair ultimately depends on the viewer. But the intensity of the reaction reveals something much bigger than one Instagram caption. It reveals how deeply fractured public opinion surrounding the Duggar family has become. For many former viewers, trust in the family's public image was permanently damaged by past scandals. That distrust now shapes how audiences interpret virtually every piece of content associated with the family. In today's internet culture, perception moves faster than facts. Speculation spreads rapidly across Reddit threads, TikTok videos, YouTube commentary channels, and reaction pages. And once a family becomes associated with controversy, even ordinary behavior can become part of a much larger online narrative. That reality has followed the Duggars for years. Their transition from reality TV success story to constant internet debate fundamentally changed their relationship with the public. The family that once built its fame around carefully controlled visibility now faces an audience that questions nearly everything presented online. And because of that history, separating genuine family moments from accusations of image management has become almost impossible. For the Duggar family, the past continues to shape the present. And in the age of viral commentary, even emotional holiday tributes can become overnight controversies. As the story continued spreading online, reactions became increasingly divided. Supporters of Jed Duggar defended him aggressively, arguing that a husband celebrating his wife on Mother's Day should not automatically be viewed with suspicion. Many fans described the tribute as wholesome, respectful, and family-oriented. Positive comments flooded social media posts praising Katey Duggar as a devoted mother, while others applauded the couple for appearing stable and united despite ongoing internet scrutiny surrounding the broader 19 kids and counting family legacy. But critics remained unconvinced. Some online commenters argued the post appeared overly polished and strategically timed. Others accused the family of attempting to redirect attention away from growing online discussions involving Joseph Duggar and the wider Duggar controversy cycle. On YouTube, commentary creators dissected nearly every aspect of the situation: the timing of the upload, the wording of the caption, the choice of family photographs, and even the emotional tone presented throughout the post. What may have once been viewed as an ordinary family tribute quickly transformed into another internet debate fueled by speculation, distrust, and viral engagement. And because controversy performs extremely well on modern social media platforms, the discussion spread rapidly. Videos analyzing the Duggar family generated large comment sections filled with opposing opinions. Some viewers argued critics were unfairly targeting every Duggar family action, while others insisted public skepticism was justified given the family's long history of scandals and carefully managed public appearances. The result was a familiar pattern: supporters defending the family, critics accusing them of manipulation, and content creators continuing to amplify the debate because audience engagement remained high. This reflects a larger reality of internet culture. Once a public figure becomes associated with controversy, almost every future action becomes filtered through public suspicion. Even simple social media posts can become interpreted as public relations strategy, distraction tactics, or image management. For the Duggar family, that cycle appears stronger than ever. Years after their original rise to fame, the family continues generating massive online attention, not only from loyal supporters, but also from critics, commentators, and audiences fascinated by the collapse of one of reality television's most carefully constructed public images. And in the age of viral commentary culture, that attention rarely disappears quietly. In the end, what may have started as a simple Mother's Day tribute quickly became another chapter in the ongoing public scrutiny surrounding the Duggar family. When Jed Duggar shared heartfelt photos and praised his wife Katey Duggar online, supporters viewed the post as a genuine celebration of family, love, and motherhood. To them, it was a husband publicly appreciating the mother of his children during a meaningful holiday. But critics saw something entirely different. Because of the Duggar family's long history of controversy, scandals, and carefully managed public appearances, many online viewers questioned the timing of the post, especially as internet discussions involving Joseph Duggar continued spreading across social media platforms and commentary channels. Whether those suspicions were fair or not, the reaction highlighted a larger reality that has followed the Duggar family for years. The public remains deeply divided whenever the family returns to the spotlight. Some viewers continue defending the family and supporting their attempts to move forward. Others remain skeptical of every public statement, social media upload, and carefully curated family image presented online. And in today's internet culture, where viral speculation spreads within minutes and online audiences analyze every detail, even a holiday tribute can quickly transform into a nationwide debate. Years after their rise through reality television, the Duggar family still generates massive online attention, intense public discussion, and non-stop commentary across YouTube, Reddit, TikTok, and social media. Whether viewers believe Jed's post was heartfelt, strategic, misunderstood, or somewhere in between, one thing remains undeniable: the Duggar name continues to command enormous public interest. And as long as that attention remains, every post, appearance, and family update will likely continue facing scrutiny, speculation, and debate from audiences across the internet. With that said, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.